Made it. Look at that. I'm on time too. That's fairly wild for me. Good evening, everybody. Are we all here? Can you hear me? I forgot to check that. Holy crap. Okay, we're good. I had my mic plugged in from the thing with Nat yesterday, and I realized I didn't check my audio settings. Hey, Ms. Weedy Poo. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? I didn't check anything. VJ Burke, mods, thank you for being here. Charcoal Ninja, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Andrew, first time making a live. I love that for you and for me, Andrew, and I hope you stick around. Welcome, brother. Heather, Kansas, Bridget Junk, Susie with an S, Ev Barney. Thanks for checking, Ev. Oh, Huxley. What? He used the litter box. He figured it out. Oh, good. He opened the door, you little smarty. Come here. That's our special boy. That's our special boy. Oh my God. He used it.
Good. I hope he can keep doing it.
Me too. Say hi to everybody.
Hey guys, what's up? I'll come in here first.
Oh, you can. All right. Come on in, son. Hey, I need a card. We need to talk about our t-shirts. There's the boy.
Sorry, my hair is kind of weird. Is that a hat?
You had a hat on all day. He used a litter box. So I bought a litter box because Bo keeps eating turds and it stinks. We won't name any names, will we? Bojangles. By the way, look at Bo's new, look at his scarf. Look at how cute this is. I got it today at this maker's show. Isn't he so cute in it? Bo, you keep eating turds and it's a problem. Yeah, there's Hux. It is Brian Lucas. But I'll tell you what's not gross. Kestrel, I need to talk to you while we're in here, by the way. Oh, you're so little. Dang it, Lydia. We're really concerned about you. We need to talk to Kestrel. Okay, well, son, are you going to go back out now or did you eat dinner?
Yeah.
Good for you. I like how you're living your life right.
Yeah.
Been living life right since 2009. Good for you, son.
All right.
Keep it up.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right. Don't take any wooden nickels.
Oh.
Kestrel, we need to talk. Are you in here, Kestrel? Okay, so the litter box, guys, I couldn't be. Huxley's birthday is November 17th. I couldn't be more excited about this. So he was eating poo-poo turds, and I bought this litter box at TJ Maxx that has a flap door. Well, Seamus is our special boy. He's our special boy, and he doesn't always understand. Honestly, I think he came from Scientology as well. I think Seamus came from some sort of a cult background because he and I are in the same boat. We don't know anything about the world or how to use a litter box. He just did it. I'm so proud. Huxley is getting C's and above, which is good for him. I'm proud. Kestrel. Okay, Kestrel. So I have a quick problem with Gert. Gertie has been dragging her butt, which she's done her whole life. It means her anal glands need to be expressed. I just did it, as you know, a few weeks ago. Well, she's been poo-poo turding at grandma's when we go for our walk and not all the poop's coming out. And then the other day, remember her tummy was really upset. She hasn't been right since. Well, then this morning I noticed she's been doing this, like heavily panting. Hey, Amanda dear, and it's freaking me out. So I called the vet. I've got therapy Monday. I have a mammogram Monday. The vet was like, we can squeeze you in, but we do have an overnight emergency number. So if I have to, I will. But I'm concerned her little beehole is kind of red and inflamed looking, Kestrel. What do I need to do? Hey, Monica M, I'm glad you made it, girl. Yeah, I know, Deborah. I'm shocked that, oh my God, now Moose is going in. Moose is doing it. That's right, buddy. Push your head through. Hims is so smart. Huxley, Moose used it too. Yeah. Hims is so smart. Moose is our smart boy. Hey, Lumen. Moose is he's smarter than his brother. He's smarter. Moose is really intelligent. Moosey, good job, guys. Now we don't have to worry about Bo eating turds. Anyway, Kestrel, did I miss your answer? I don't think, here's the deal. I just got home from my walk. That's why I look like this. She will not eat canned pumpkin. we just got home from our walk and my mom was like, I don't think she needs an emergency vet. She was romping and running and excited and happy. She's not acting. She is eating and she is drinking. So I don't think it's going to be an emergency situation. But I'm a little bit concerned. I get really freaked out about Gertie. Hey, Ms. Weedy Poo. Thank you, Joel Sachs. Yes, Tommy knows he's not taking the cat. They're bonded. Moosey! Moosey, Moosey. Come here, Moose. I like Moose now. Moosey. Moosey. Oh, look, it's Kid. See, everybody is less afraid of everybody now. There's Kid, you guys. Kid's on the floor. That's a big deal. She's not afraid of Moose. You're not afraid? I'm not afraid. Kid, we're so proud of you, girl. Couldn't be more proud, honestly. Couldn't be more proud of your life and everybody in it. You've come a long way, and we thought you were going to be an only cat kind of girl, and you're not. And you're nicer to people, and people are nicer to you. And this is exactly how we live our lives in the chat. Hey, Joe Virus. Oh, my God. Is she the cutest? Look at this tummy. Look at it. Squeeze it. Let me get a hold of it. Let me touch it really quick. Just let me real quick. Just real quick. Let me get a hold of it, girl. Let me get a hold of it. Oh, my God. I love it so much when she lets me do this. Hey, Bigsy. Ooh, girl. All right. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. All right, Kestrel, did you get Marlugo? Did you get me an answer? Hey, baby steps. Katie Fulton, that tummy, the tummy. That's what I say to her all the time. The tummy. Hey, Dawn Moore. Kid is vocal. Yes. Not like squirrel vocal. Nobody's vocal like squirrel. But Moose, guys, he is better. And that's why Tommy can't take him, because Moose and Seamus bonded. Like they play all the time and it takes the attention away from Kid. Kid doesn't want to play. She's old and she's chubby, kind of like me. Thanks, Jeannie Hansen. So yeah, no. Okay, Kestrel, I knew that's what you were going to say. I have to adjust my bra. Excuse me. It's one of those bras from Soma, which I love, but it doesn't have an underwire. So sometimes when I'm sweaty after a walk, the boob slips out. Thank you for checking on that, Kestrel. I appreciate that. Teresa. Hey, Yorkie Mom. I hope to see you tomorrow, Yorkie Mom. I'll be listening in listening mode today as I'm harvesting and processing my garden. Oh, my God. Teresa, you sound like Mr. Knits. That's so cute, girl. I love you. Hey, Franklin MC, Boris Cruz, good to see you. Helena, I love you. I hope you're feeling okay. Hey, P. Taylor, Snake, welcome. I'm just glad you made it. I'm glad you guys are here. I am not either, Rain. Ever since I found this bra from Soma, I'm never wearing a wire again, but I also don't have a boyfriend. So they kind of go hand in hand. I feel like you can go wireless when you're just single. Also, I didn't shave for like 10 days straight. Never going to do that again either, whether I have a boyfriend or not. That was the itchiest bush I've ever grown. Brittany, where have you been? I've been replay lately. So happy to catch you live. Loving the makeup tonight and the necklaces. Brittany, thank you for noticing. For all of you people, I put mascara on for you because I wore contacts today. And I thought people complain about this, that my eyelashes are too light colored. So I put mascara on, even though I hate doing it. I have discovered this as well. Underwire bras are for the birds. Thank you, Grandma Andy. Yeah, sometimes my boobs fall out, even though they're not big. I'm actually kind of thankful I don't have big boobs at this point because they're not hangy. They just kind of sit there, because they're not tiny, but they're not big. Somebody will appreciate them, I promise. Beata. Is it Beata? Hey, Sin K. Love Maddie. Lots went on today, guys. Lots went on. Late night snacks. I feel like I haven't seen you for a minute. Rain, I couldn't agree with that more. There's a lot of those going around. Huxley is super tall. I went out with my mom today. Yeah, the Zoom brunch tomorrow. I'm excited for that. We went to this makers thing. There's a cute picture I posted. I'm looking a little red, but my mom looks cute. Look how tall Huxley is. Aren't they cute? My mom is cute. Thank you, Peace Lady. Are you going to play ball? Dang, Yadira. Okay, see you later. Yeah, Catherine B, I couldn't agree with you more on that. Charlotte. Okay, fine. If you guys, here's the thing. I'll put mascara on for you when I wear contacts. Hey, Shell. Thanks, Goosebump. My mom is cute. Oh, thank you, ex-witness Vernon. I love this watch as well. It's my favorite. It was a gift from one of my many, many men in my life. Is it weird that I like to say that? I like to collect boyfriends and husbands. I know it's weird, but I think with all these pesky father issues, it's an addiction. And I'm going to explain why. Linda Garden Lady, thank you, girl. Hey, Mar, is it panting with no coughing? Funny you should say that. It's panting. It's 99% panting. We had a little bit of a cough for a second, but no, mainly panting, girl. Thank you for your super chat. I went to a makers show today. I bought 3 tickets about a month ago for me, Huxley, and Tommy. Well, Tommy left, as we all know. So I said, hey, Mom, I got a ticket and I'm single. Would you like to come along? And I can't believe she said yes, but she did. Purple Groovy, what a nice thing to say. That's okay. I wondered if she had a fever because she was panting and she was warm. Yorkie Mom, that's one way to live your life. Hey, Cherish High Vibes. I wondered about, she's a little bit warm. I felt her pawpaw pads and her ears felt a little hot to me. Oh, damn. You'll be 49 in 3 days. I guess I am still young, and happy early birthday to you, my friend. Hey, Fly Famille, Debbie Johnston, welcome. I could have been the Liz Taylor of Scientology. I don't know what that means because I really don't know who I've heard the name Liz Taylor, but I don't know who that woman is. I hope that's a compliment. Was she cute? Justice. Welcome, by the way. I don't recognize your name. Hey, Kenya. I'm happy to see you. Hey, Armine. Jen Pookie. Her nose, let me feel. No, her nose is dry. But that's not unusual for her. Sorry about that, Punky. You are such a strong woman. Look at how positivity you radiate after what just happened in your life. Proud of you, girl, even when you probably feel bad on the inside. What a nice thing to say, Justice, because I absolutely am breaking down on the inside. So thank you for saying that. I'm incredibly, Ev, not really. I'm incredibly out of sorts, and I feel a little bit confused, and like I need to come back down to earth. Oh, Liz Taylor was married 7 times. Oh my God, my kind of woman. I feel sad when you lump Tommy in with all the other men. I feel like he's distinguishable along the lines of the way Fred was for you. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, Goosebump, but that's not true. Tommy is a great guy. Absolutely not. And there's so many things you guys don't know about behind the scenes. So I can't lump him into that. But we wish him well, for sure. We definitely wish him well. But things have been done and said that I just can't put him up there next to Fred. There's just no way. Janet Gemini, Mousy, Karen. I love that she was married 7 times. Caroline in Canada. We wish him well, though. That wasn't a dig. No, absolutely not. Amy Dagg. Thanks, Marlugo. Me too, baby steps. Kathy O'Toole. Oh, she was married 8 times. I like her even more. That's saucy. Good for you, NH Carol. 8 husbands. I like it a lot. I'd like to channel that. Thank you, Joel Sachs. So I went out with my mom today. No, I haven't seen that commercial, Linda. So I went out with my mom today, and wow, twice to the same guy. Huh. Yeah, just hey, true to it. I don't necessarily agree with that either. Again, there's some toxicity there that we don't bring to YouTube. That, it's one of those things you just don't know till you know, right? we never know the whole story, and I would never bring it here. I don't trash other content creators. That's a real rule here for me. But it's not even really a trashing thing. Hey, Roberta. It's a no. It's a definite no after some things that have taken place, sadly. Fred was a sweet angel who will always be number one. Absolutely. And watching over me, Nicole the Kiwi, I couldn't agree with that more, babe. Thank you for being a member. Agreed with that too, Amy Dag. It's not an emergency. Might be more of an ear infection, or maybe since she's 11 now, she might need heart meds. I had her heart checked because I had a dog with congestive heart failure. And she doesn't have, I was told that her heart sounds very healthy, but that's a good point, Marlugo. I'll have her checked. I have an appointment for her on Monday. Not fantastic, actually, Vernon. Thank you for asking, but not great how that's going. Hey, Pam Fredette. Annette Faber, you're an angel. Kenya, thank you for becoming a member, babe. Tampa B-Man says, damn girl, your eyes look really green. Do they? Really? Oh, I forgot. Tampa B-Man loves my eyes. She's the only person in my life ever. When I very first met her, hey, Sarah Bowman, she was like, your eyes are, I think she said like mesmerizing or something. Nobody has ever, not once, not even Fred. Now, Fred said I was pretty all the time. Thank you, Kenya. But Tampa B was like, your eyes are so pretty. And I love you. I'm going to say that. I love you. Thank you, babe. Okay, Kestrel. Thank you, guys. Guys, thanks for your chiming in on Gertie. You know how I feel about it. She's right next to the Lord. So I went to this show to Pango. I'm glad you're here, Pango. I went to this show with my mom and Huxley today, and I've never been. Okay, it's an hour away because it's in Nashville. But I said, Mom, I'm out of sorts. You know, my life's in the shambles. I need a food truck. So I said, Shelly, I believe it, and you're hot. And I said, let's go. I bought tickets for this thing like a month ago, again, intending to take Tommy. And alas, as we all know, he's not here. So, you know, when you don't have a date, you take your mother. So I went to this show, and it wasn't quite Rogue Hedgie. Wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. Hey, Noelle. But it was different. It was very different. Thank you, Charlotte. It was a lot of younger folks. It was a younger crowd. Now, I will say I got some stuff, and I was going to show you guys because I love, here's one thing I love to do, and you guys know this. Hey, Frog Wizard. I like supporting local. I like supporting, and even if they're not local, thank you, NH Carol. I like supporting the little guy. Why do people keep coming in here, these troll-ass people saying, I'm reporting this channel? Good Lord, it's Saturday night. Can't you find something to do? Hey, Aileen. Thank you, Noelle. I like supporting local makers. It doesn't have to be local, though. I just mean makers. The little guy. The underdog, if you will. So I found these cute girls that had a booth, and they were cute. And these girls, you could tell, get laid. They have a store there in St. Louis. And thank you, Mary Gonzalez. Thank you, Noelle. Reporting me for being alive. There's people these days that can't stand that I'm breathing. I'm telling you. There are people that count my super chats. There are people that count my watch hours. There are people that are absolutely obsessed, and it just came on so suddenly. And I don't know whether to be happy about this or like creeped out. Like it feels stalkerish, but at the same time, I'm single. So I'm like, I kind of like the attention, but it's weird. It's a weird in between. I'm not sure how to feel. Alexa, welcome. Anyway, these girls were really cute, and I mean really cute. And they were like, we have a store in St. Louis. They were like, you should come by. And I was like, why would I be in St. Louis? But I am from moved here from Kansas City. And I said, she goes, we also have a bar in St. Louis. And I was like, okay, these girls get laid. That actually sounds like a fun time. I don't drink, but maybe I should be associated with a bar. Why didn't I think of that? Scorching Scorpio, welcome. So they're cute. And I don't know. What's the name of their company? Golden Gems. I told them I would mention them on my show. Hey, Shamey. Reese, I'm brand new to this, but girl, I'm vibing on what you've been saying. Where do I donate cash? Well, you don't have to donate anything. I'm just glad you're here. Oh, hey, Mr. Pants. What a sweet thing to say, Yolanda. Welcome. You're cute. Welcome. Yorkie Mom. 10 hot sauce packets. What an angel. Thank you, Yorkie Mom. I love you. But Yolanda, seriously, welcome. Guys, I'm proud of you for learning the new litter box. So these girls were super cute. Looks like that's their brand, Golden Gems. Look at this hat. I bought this hat from them. Oop. And then my mom bought me another t-shirt. I thought this was cute. You guys know I love a hat. Is that cute? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You thought most Scientologists drink? Hey, just a Northern girl? Absolutely not. No. Did you find out what the weird lady in your last feed reported you for? I don't know anything about getting reported. The only person a long time ago, like 6 weeks ago, hey VT Kitten, was my ex-husband. He would report me like every show I did, and YouTube didn't do anything about it. But remember, he said he talked to somebody at YouTube and they were going to take my whole channel down, but YouTube didn't tell me. But then somehow we're still here. You know, that old chestnut. No, Scientologists are heavy ass smokers. Hey, Beach Bum Beagle. Hey, Meryl West. But isn't this cute? I thought this was cute. I thought that was maybe some saucy man would like that. So I got that. Hey, Lupita. Sorry about the hair. And then look at this cute t-shirt. I really liked the front. It says Rebel. And it's like, well, it's not embroidered, but it's kind of nice. I need a card. I know, but I love the back. This is their shirt. They designed it. And I was like, I like this. I like supporting this. It says, make your own damn rules. Don't let the bastards get you down. Blame it on my wild heart. I thought that was kind of cute. I don't wear a lot of, hey, Wisconsin Barb, Pango. I don't wear a lot of t-shirts, but I find living out here in the country, I kind of do, like, because I don't go anywhere as much and I work from home at my other job most of the time. So, and then my mom bought me this t-shirt. She went away for a minute and came back and I thought it was really cute. It looks like Kid and Moose. Isn't that cute? I thought that was really cute. So anyway, hey, Aria. So I'm not a t-shirt girl, but I thought that was cute. And then this one girl, again, I just like fall. I like to support. Yeah, like, see, thank you for supporting my small business. Aw, thanks, guys. Hey, Silverbird. I like pins. I like to put pins on like a sweater or a jean jacket. It's kind of my thing. I loved this pin and she made it. It was $10 and I was like, let me support you. Look at what it says. Grow through what you go through. Yeah, Whistle Down. Isn't that nice? Again, I don't know. I get some kind of okay, Simone. Well, that sounds great. I'm actually really happy to hear that you're leaving the hospital. But yeah, it was $10 and it's really quite substantial, but I thought, how cute is that? And I get such a, I don't like to spend a lot of money, but like, I really enjoy, this is why I don't shop at big brand stores so much anymore. I will say I love Anthropologie. We all know this. But other than that, I really do like to support local. I like to find things that are just kind of, you know, what is the name of the company of the pin? I don't know. Let me look at her card. Would that be the name of the company? I think so. Yeah. I Plant and Clay. She had a ton of earrings. And yeah, I think so. Because if you look at that little scanny thing, it says I Plant and Clay. That's her Instagram name. Again, I would never normally, like if I saw this at Target, I wouldn't buy it. No way. Thrift stores are my favorite shopping. But I don't know. She said she made this and I was like, I don't know. I like supporting that. Anyway, that's what we did at the show today. That was lame. There was a thank you, Pango. There was right next to it a tattoo expo, which I was like, what the hell is a tattoo expo? However, there were some really cute men coming out. Now, my mother would not have approved, but I was into it. If my mom hadn't have been there, I probably would have stood around, see if one of them wanted to chat it up. Yeah, Damasio, I thought so too. Hey, Summer Savage. Cosmic Christy, welcome, babe. So, baby angel, did I say hi to you? What are all these damn shit ass trolls doing in here on a Saturday night? Find something to do. God, we don't usually get trolls too. It's kind of annoying when we do. Don't they usually go on their own channel and like talk about me there? And go to Reddit? Like, what are you doing in here? Get out. Good for you, NH Carol. Hey, Kim Hallman. Tattoo expos. So I didn't go in because they were $25 a person. What do you do? Thanks, Summer Savage. What do you do, Joe, at a tattoo expo? They don't do tattoos there, right? I guess so, Pango. Yeah, it's lame. Amy Edge, I almost ate all the chocolate you sent me, by the way. It's a problem. Hey, that's fun, Monica M. I love that. I feel bad putting it in subscribers only mode because some people don't have accounts, but they watch, and I don't really want people to feel excluded. So you can get a tattoo at a tattoo expo. Interesting, mailman's wifey. I didn't know what you would do in there. They do tattoos. Plus, you could buy a flash art from artists, take it to your That's what I more wondered, if that's what they were doing in there. Dang, I wish I would have gone now, but my mom was with me and she would have been all judgy and shit. You know, she would have. You know, I've been wanting another tattoo, but I'm not sure yet what I want. I've been seeing a lot of people here in the Nashville area with really cool tattoos and really like bright colors, and just it almost doesn't look real. And I'm like, man, I would like to do something like that. Interesting, Joe. Meryl West, do it, girl. I do too, Aunt Nene Hobbs. It was fun. Now this makers thing was not very big. I thought it was going to go on like I was probably there an hour at the most, but I drug it out. Like you could have gone through it quickly. Kathy is a lurker and just wants to say hi. Everybody say hi to Kathy. That's so sweet, babe. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Eileen S. No, Anthropologie is not where I got that rug. That rug is specific to a company. I'm trying to think if I have a lot of stuff in that print. That is called Rifle, Rifle Paper Company. They make amazing rugs. Rifle Paper Company. But yeah, thanks guys for welcoming Kathy. So God, I have a lot of things on my mind I kind of want to talk about. And that's why I titled this Tasmania, Australia. And have been watching from day one. That is so cool. Kathy, thank you for speaking up. I love that. That's really neat. Love you, babe. Thank you for saying that. That's cool, Aunt Nene Hobbs. So few things. We're kind of all over the place. Signals crossing. Thank you, ex-witness Vernon, can get confusing. I have some things I need to, Kathy, thank you. I have some things. Thank you, Phyllis OB. I have some things I'm going to own up to tonight that I'm embarrassed about that happened. And I'm probably going to get a little shamed for it. And to be honest, I should be. I am shaming myself. So, but I tend to do that all the time. I'll start by I'll just start with what happened to me and just get it out of the way. By the way, do you guys remember Elizabeth Bates, our licensed therapist? She and I are going to do a stream next Wednesday, and I'm really excited about it. She has a practice in New Jersey, and she is amazing. And I really, really liked her. I don't know if you guys remember her, but I meant to say that when I was coming on because we set it up. We're going to do Wednesday of next week at 3:30 my time, 4:30 her time, which is Eastern. So I just wanted to say I'm really excited about that. And I hope you guys can be here. I love having a therapist on. I loved having Dr. Gretchen on. But I really, really like Elizabeth Bates. We kind of became friends. Thank you, ex-witness Vernon. So I'm just going to own up to this right now. I've been feeling a little bit sad. I've been feeling a little bit out of sorts. I've been feeling fairly needy. And that all makes sense. And there's just something I'm also going to say that I didn't share with you guys on Wednesday. Wednesday was Fred and I's wedding anniversary. And I was feeling mopey that day, and I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to just sit there and cry. And I'm pretty sure I did something with Natalie that day anyway, which was good because it took my attention off of things. And I usually celebrate our wedding anniversary, and I would go to our favorite restaurant in Kansas City. Obviously, I'm not in Kansas City, but I celebrated privately with Fred, and I've been feeling just a little bit sad. And thank you, Phyllis OB. I wish that we were still married. Thanks, Florence Southard. So let's move past that. I have been feeling kind of mopey. And I'm sure you can imagine why, right? I don't really feel like I need to go too far into it just because I don't want to get heavily judged. You know, I don't mind talking about anything, but I don't want to upset anybody. Thank you, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Aw, Shamey. Stay away from that candle though, bub. I think he's deaf. Hey, Seamus. Hey, yeah, stay away from that. Thank you. Isn't he cute? I love him. I feel like he really understands me. Hey, Liz Trix. So last night, I like I say, it's nothing new, but I've been feeling just kind of down. Mopey is the word I would use. And I'm trying to pull myself out of it, by the way. I don't stay mopey for very long. Thank you, Atkins in Texas. I'm embarrassed about this, what I'm about to admit, but I also feel like most of you will understand. Some of you will judge, and that's okay. I judge too, and that's okay. I went to bed last night. Lately, I've been going to bed really early, and I think it's because it's getting so dark early here, but also because I've been feeling depressed and like I don't have a reason to stay awake. Like I just feel once like 8 o'clock rolls around, I kind of feel like I might as well just go to bed. Like there's no reason for me to be here. I'm just going to go to sleep. Not to mention, I love sleeping. I absolutely love climbing into my bed with my heating pad, with all of my animals piled on me and just going to bed. It's something I've always loved doing. And I think I'm still a little bit surprised at how everything happened. Right? I think I had high expectations. Hey, Silver Psychic, of where my life was going. I don't even know if I want to say high expectations, different expectations, maybe. And it's totally flipped. Like it's totally changed. Now, it's not like it's a terrible thing. Hey, Judy Lee. It's actually been a great thing. I'm trying to look at the silver lining and the positivity of it all. And I'm like, none of this is bad. Like, I just hit 40 and I feel like this is going to be the best decade. I've made all these friends. Like things just didn't go the way I thought. Not to mention, I haven't really been in a relationship that ended like this before. So I'm processing it in a weird way. I feel rejected, maybe. And good night, SP Neverin. So last night I go to bed and I start to drift off, and I always sleep on my damn right side, which sucks. I need to sleep on my left side because I get heartburn and it increases on my right side. But if I sleep on my left side, it decreases. But for some reason, I always want to go back to the right side. So I go to my right side and there's this huge pillow. And for some reason, I've never really noticed it as much before. And I grabbed it last night like it was almost like a person. And I was like cuddling this pillow, and it was like a big puffy pillow. And I woke up at like midnight. And this is embarrassing, but it also makes me want to cry. I woke up and this pillow, I was not in present time. I was definitely out of present time. I don't know if I was dreaming about it, but I woke up and I thought it was my ex-husband. I thought I was back there. Like I was half awake, half asleep, probably. I was kind of in a trance. And that was something that I really miss about Jeff. There are things about Jeff, guys, that I miss, believe it or not. And one of the things, and I said this to my mom today, I said, he was so cuddly. And at night, he would say, come get in your spot. And he's also my type physically. Like I like a bigger man. And I used to just like, I would wrap around him because he was so large, which I was turned on by. So I would wrap like my arm would like be like this. Like he was so big that it was like almost like grabbing onto a tree. Like you couldn't hold on. Yeah, like a teddy bear. And I would wrap my leg around him and he would grab me and like hold on, and he would rub my back all the time, and he'd run his fingers through my hair. And that I didn't, I know, Dawn, but I woke up and I thought it was him, and I thought it was back there. And I remember this warm feeling for a minute, and I was like, like it felt safe. And it's not that he made me feel safe. It was just, I think, holding on to a human being, the idea of that, and like them holding me back was really nice for that moment in time until I realized it was a pillow. And I live in Tennessee now and I'm divorced and he hates me and he's trying to put me in jail. So that brought it all back for me. But I will say this, Tommy, not a snuggler in any fashion. And that's not his fault. He would say to me, because he was in prison, he takes up this much space on a bed and he like rolls over to the side of the bed and he doesn't touch me and I don't touch him. I miss cuddling. I'm physical touch is very much my love language. I love cuddling. And I don't know. There's just certain things. It brought back some memories that I was like, of course, this was 95% awful, that marriage. Don't get me wrong. But there were certain things that I recall that I'm like, I can't wait to have that again with somebody because I really, really miss that. And I used to think that at night when I would go to bed with him, even if we would fight or have a horrible day. Hey, Kafik. I remember thinking, at least I can rely on the fact that I can wrap around him like a big oak tree. And it just brought some sort of safety for me. It was, I know, Pango. Sometimes I think about him, not so much anymore. But I think, what an ass. Like, there were so many things about him I really, really, really liked. And he really did it for me. Like he was my type. He really turned me on. He knew what to say. He knew what to do. But unfortunately, he was involved in everything he was, and he didn't love me. I don't believe at all. I'm learning something lately. It's not a bad thing. Hang in there. It is. The brain is funny that way, Marlugo. I know. Thank you for your super chat, babe. People, I was thinking this. I heard this the other day and I posted it today on Facebook. People will treat you exactly how they feel about you. And I find that to be very true. And he treated me how he felt about me. And I feel like every guy that I've been with has treated me exactly how they felt. They may say other things. They may say, you know, I'll never love anybody more. They may say you were the love of my life. They may say I'll never date again or whatever's going on. But doing is something else. And I don't buy into anybody's bullshit anymore. Like I will always love you forever. I'll always miss you. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I think that's a form of manipulation. Yeah, people will treat you the way you let them. Also, I agree with that. Absolutely. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's human. We all need contact. You are feeling feels more now. Be kind to yourself. Baby steps. That's very true. I would say I'm more clingy and needy now than I've ever been coming out of Scientology. I've had a lot of losses in the last several years, a lot of grief, probably, but I've also masked that with my TRs. Hey, Meredith Lynn, when I was a little girl, I never dreamed of a wedding. When I grew up, I never dreamed of a wedding. All I wanted was someone to cuddle with and feel loved and protected. I pray I find that someday, and you do as well. Oh my God, that's so depressing, but it's true. That's exactly how I feel. I just want to feel cuddled and safe and loved. And I don't know that I've experienced that except with Fred. And as much as someone may say, you know, I love you so much, or we think they're a good guy. Hey, Gracie, I'm glad you made it. Thanks for being a member. I have found with every guy I've been with, they don't do what they say they're going to do. They don't follow through. They say a lot and it sounds good and they talk a good game, but it's never followed through with. Actions never ever came to fruition there. So, and I'm not saying I'm guilty of that too, I'm sure. But I know when I love somebody, I love very hard and I put them first. And I don't feel that I was put first with any of these guys. And that's just who I picked. It's not necessarily their fault. And they may not have it to give in the first place. But things are not what they seem. They're not. They're just not. Actions always speak louder than words. Yes. Yes. I don't want to die alone. Biggest fear. Oh, see, I don't have a fear of that at all. I'm actually fine with dying alone. It's the living I don't like. I don't like living without someone loving me and wanting to be with me. But I also can do it. I just find that maybe it's a Cancer sign thing. Maybe it's getting out of Scientology and not being loved all these years, truly loved, unconditionally loved, that I crave it now more than ever. I want to share my life. I want to take care of somebody. I want to go on dates. It's not a need, it's a want. I can take care of myself for the first time financially. I can do it. I can pay my bills. I'm budgeting and I can make it work. I don't need a man, and I'm not going to have a man for quite a while. I want to continue down the path of me and Huxley, but I do know that eventually I want to be with someone who appreciates and wants me back. And I haven't found that. I've been given a lot of shitty, stupid excuses. And I've been given a lot of lies of like, I love you so much. I'll always love you. Get the fuck out of here with that. I don't buy any of it. I don't believe you. Actions speak louder than words, definitely. Yeah, P. Taylor, they do. They do. Yeah, Joel Sachs, I get that. Aria, I totally get that. So it was just weird. It was weird to wake up and think that was him. But then, so here's something interesting. I don't usually have like real talks with my mom. I love to, but we don't usually have the time. And there's usually too many people, like her husband's there, my stepdad, or Huxley. And we just usually have 20 minutes on our walk or something. But today, when we drove to this thing, um, this makers thing, we were talking. And Huxley was in the backseat with his headphones in. And I really got to talk to my mom. And I learned some things about my mom that I was like, really? Because if you think about it, I wasn't raised with my mom. She left when I was 6. I saw her sprinkled in times. She would come to Omaha. We would meet her halfway and see her for a couple of hours with my dad watching. Hey, Wendy Brewer. But she did not, I wasn't raised with my mom. So, sorry, guys. Okay. I wasn't, love you, Tony Suter. I wasn't raised with her. So I was talking to her about her life today, like while I was growing up and she wasn't there. Yes, Shannon C. And it made a lot of sense. Like, I don't know if this stuff's hereditary or behaviors can be passed down, but I said that to her. I was like, whoa, like I see myself right now in everything she's saying. Welcome, Mandy Albert. Hey, Angie Mo. And I guess what I'm trying to say is my mom was telling me how through her marriages and then when she was single, I said to her, you kind of went from man to man to man. Like she was telling me this and she was like, yeah. And I said, Mom, that's not a dig. That's a pattern that I see in myself. And I guess I didn't realize that because I wasn't there. But she was telling me about it. And like all of it was fun for her. Like she was like, and then I dated this guy and I was a bartender at here. And she was like, I was barely making ends meet and I had my apartment. And she was like, and then I dated these 2 different guys. And she was like, I dated this guy. He was a lot younger than me. And I mean, it sounds like my mom had fun. And my mom is so gorgeous now. But even then, like in her 30s, 40s, 50s, oh my God, my mom was stunning. As a matter of fact, I saw a picture of my mom that she sent me the other day. I wonder if it's easily accessible. Maybe it's not. Probably isn't. Dang it. Let me see if I put it in my favorites. Wish I would have, but I don't think I did. How old is my mom now? I think she's 67. But like my mom is super cute. Here. I took this today with her. She has really good skin. My mom is really cute. And she's got a fun personality and she's just I totally could see that. I was a little sad, honestly. Like this is kind of how I feel listening to my sister's life. I wasn't there. Hey, DJ Goldenheart. Yeah, she's really cute. I wasn't there. So I wasn't raised with Brianna and I wasn't raised by my mother. So it makes me a little bit depressed sometimes to hear their stories because I just think I wasn't there. Thank you, Rose. Dang, I wish I could find this. It was a picture of her when she was like 17. My mom is so pretty. Maybe I don't want to go looking for this because this could take a while and I can't see the chat and then I start panicking. That's how I am about like Aaron is about dead air. I'm this way about the chat. Like if I can't see you guys or respond. See, Castrol, are you still in here? She's licking her butt a lot. I was only with one man. 24 years left me because I was disabled. Oh my God, that's horrible. Wow. Sorry, Jem's Journey. 24 years is a long time too. I have 2 sisters. One is a half sister that's 12 years older than me. We share the same father, different mother. Okay, I don't want to keep looking because it's just, who knows? I have no idea where it is. Anyway, hey, Muffet Lou. This is a malachite necklace. Thank you, babe. Michelle Ferrier, I struggle with this. I hear a lot of women say this. Okay. Thanks, Kestrel. We'll get it checked Monday then. I won't worry about it. Kestrel, thank you. I struggle with that. I have been through some really crappy situations with guys, but I never feel like I'm not going to trust again. I love being in love. I really do. So far, I haven't had a man yet that's ruined me to the point where like I'm not going to try again. I don't think I want to get married again. I don't really see a point. I don't see the purpose of marriage, which is the craziest thing to come out of my mouth because I've always believed in marriage and I've always thought it was necessary and a beautiful thing. And I still think that for other people. I just don't see it for me. After how badly I was controlled in that last marriage, and I felt like I was truly stuck. I felt like I truly couldn't leave. He would take my car keys. He tracked my phone everywhere I went. Like, I just don't think it's for me. I would never want to be in that situation again. Yes, Pango. And that's why I'm not going to jump into anything, right? But it was just fascinating to listen to my mom today. Like, it absolutely blew me away in a good way. Like, listening to parts of her life I didn't know about. And then she was telling me when she hit like around 40, like how much fun she had. She was like, I just dated and partied. And I thought, I want to do that. I don't want to party because I don't drink, but I would like to go out. Your insight is why I've loved watching you grow. You want to learn and get to know yourself and grow. It's inspiring to watch. When I'm tired and overwhelmed, it encourages me to keep growing too. I love that, Dawn Gloves. I hope I see you tomorrow. Thank you for saying that, babe. Thank you for your super chat. Sherry Davidson. Hi, Reese. In spite of your grief, you are so resilient. You will find your great love. Thank you, Sherry. I agree with that. And like I said, I'm going to try really hard. I'm going to try really hard to try to date somebody again, like Tommy, like in their 50s. That's a little young for me, but I do. My mom said today, she was like, don't go older again, like 60s. She was like, that's too old. And then they can't do anything. And I was like, not really. I mean, Jeff and I did stuff all the time. But I don't know, that really kind of rocked me when I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought that was him. And I was like grasping onto him like I used to. He used to hold me so tight. Now looking back on it, I see how controlling he was and possessive of me. And again, he tracked me everywhere I went and really kept tabs. Hey, Tony Hoban. So I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. And that's the other thing I was going to say. I absolutely believe this. Now that I've done quite a bit of research on this topic, I'm excited to find love again because I truly believe I really haven't been in love outside of Fred. Hey, Chica Cherry Cola, I don't think I was in love. Corsets and curls. I haven't seen you for a while. I don't think they were in love, if that makes sense. I mean, I hate to speak for those most recent guys in my life, but it wasn't love. It was connection or attachment. Actually, I think it was just more emotional attachment. I think that we provided something I was thinking about, especially with Tommy. And again, I will always be thankful for Tommy. He had a place in my life. He saved Huxley and I will always be thankful for that. But something I think I identified last night, I think that we really recognize the darkness in each other more than any man I've ever been with. He has a very dark cloud behind him of his baggage, his background. And I have equally, if not more, of a dark cloud, my background. And I think, honestly, like, I feel like our demons danced, like they recognized each other. I think that we saw and I think it was a beautiful thing. I'm not saying this in a bad way at all. I mean this in a good way. I think we really, really, really identified with each other's darknesses. And I've never done that with another man. And I don't think, I think there were many, many rabbit holes that he understood that were like deep rooted in me, more than any other guy. I think he really understood some things. I also think that there's a ton of stuff he never understood. I think there's a lot that was said but not followed through with. I think there was a lot of things that, what I'm trying to say is, very much trauma bonded. Yeah, definitely trauma bonded. And I think that it was all on the surface. I don't think there was, I think it was emotional attachment. I think we found each other in the dark and needed each other during the time we did. I was shocked that it ended the way it did, but honestly, I think it's a really good thing because it set me free to go find true love, real love. I don't feel like that was real love in any way. It didn't feel like it to me. And we kind of base that on feeling, do we not? You know, I think there's going to be somebody out there that's strong enough to catch me. And I think Fred is the only man so far that absolutely accepted all of my flaws, loved me for me, never, goodnight, Amy Edge, raised his voice at me. Never, not once. And oh, Jennifer Steps, that's a nice thought, but that's not going to happen. You can't really continue to be best friends after a situation like that. You just can't. It's not realistic, and you just kind of have to move apart and move on from stuff like that is what I'm realizing. I mean, I realize it's still fresh and new, but too much has happened. Too many things have been said that really hurt me, and I don't think I can forget what was said there. Yeah, Geoplanet Jane, absolutely. Emotional attachments are deep. Yeah, I believe that I don't know the difference, and I need to take time to learn. Also, when someone shows who they are in the beginning, believe it. I saw so many red flags in a lot of my past relationships that I never had the courage to go, I'm not going to put up with that. And I'm not going to make this my problem. I should have done that. Honestly, I was thinking about this. I was talking to Michelle, my friend, yesterday. I'm going to give Jeff some credit here where credit is due. Okay. Jeff really didn't change. Jeff showed me exactly who he was pretty much in the beginning. And that's when I tried to dump him many times. And he was so controlling, he didn't really allow it. He would show up at my house. He was, you know, he didn't take no for an answer kind of a thing. And I feel like was still so under the cult, and just used to being controlled, especially by men, right? That I took it. I was willing to take it. I was willing to accept and allow being, yeah, West Coast Fancy Nancy. I was willing to accept and allow being controlled and dominated. Hey, Joanne Hawley. That's on me. Okay. But now I've grown and now I've experienced it and I know better. And there was a lot of red flags in him. And then here I go 5 years down the road and I'm getting divorced and I'm like, that no good. Look, we're right. He was no good. And things did develop as we progressed, right? Like there were things like the jesters and stuff like that that I didn't know about on day one. But I still feel like, are we shocked? Like, am I surprised that he behaved the way he did? No. He showed me who he was in the beginning, and I accepted and allowed for it. Kind of like Jem's journey said, you allow people to treat them a certain, like, what am I trying to say? Reverse that. We allow how we're treated. We allow people to treat us, right? Like, guys, help me. What am I trying to say? We know what I'm trying to say, but it's not coming out. You set up boundaries initially, right? And then people know how to treat you. You teach people how to treat you. Thank you, Matt's mom. I didn't do that. That is not Jeff's fault. That is my fault. And that goes the same with Tommy, right? I have seen red flags that I should have never ignored. I should have said, this is a red flag. We're not going to cross this. I didn't. And that's on me. And until I can be brave enough in the future to meet Mr. Right and go, yeah, I don't like that, or this is a problem for me, I need to be alone. And so in many ways, yes, it was codependency. It was codependency and it was emotional attachment. It was not love. Trust me, those men did not actually love me. And I don't know that I actually loved. I thought I did. I still feel like I offered was love because I love being in love. I want to be in love. I love having sex. I love having date nights. I love cooking and doing things for my mate and cuddling. And I mean, I'm one of those women. I could spend all day long with you. You know how people say, like, it's not a good idea for people to work together and live together and all that? I could. I have so much, I have oodles of love and time I want to give to my partner. Now, that's probably not a good thing. Most men are probably going to go, whoa, girl, whoa. And I can go do my own thing too, but I always choose it. I want to be with you. That was one thing about me and Jeff is we would say that, like, we want, like, we would go to the grocery store together because we wanted to spend that time together. Now, again, I think I'm just being a little soft right now about Jeff because I had that dream and I woke up thinking that was him. I was holding on to him. And I do miss being with a guy that wants to hold me, that wants to cuddle me, Fred held my hand in our sleep. I don't know. See, and this is the problem. Yeah, Panko, this is the problem. I see you guys saying codependency sucks. So is that codependency? That's a real question. Is that codependency? Me wanting to cook for you, wanting to sleep with you, wanting to have a movie day with you, wanting to go walk at a park. Well, I don't know. I don't speak for Tommy, Pam Johnson. Are you okay? I don't think so. That's my take on it. I don't think so. Based on the recent events and things that have been said, I feel like I can go back and piece it together and go, yeah, no, that was codependency. That was emotional attachment. Actions are louder than words. So, it depends on where these needs come from. Well, Joe Virus, the reason I don't think it's codependency, SJ, thank you, is because I'm fine also alone. This is a choice. When I find a person, like as much as we, I talk about Jeff and all the terrible things he did, there are things I can think of where I'm like, I miss that so much. He gave me so much attention. Now, I saw somebody sent me a post the other day that he posted, and it gave me the damn creeps. I am not going to lie. It really felt fatherly, way too fatherly. And here it is. She's reaping the rewards of her actions. She had a valuable platform when she was telling her Scientology story. Falsely attacking me is of no real interest to anyone. Now, I don't care what that message means. The point is, he's so dad-like in the way he talks about me, and that gives me the creeps. That's a little too much. Now, I happen to know he had a dad fetish because he called himself daddy. And that always made me uncomfortable. Like he'd be like, come to daddy. Like he would say that to me. And I was always like, oh, like it just, oh, it made me feel so gross. It made my stomach twist. So I think that has a lot to do with how he's talking about me, even over on that channel. Like he's, I don't know. It's a lot to unpack there. It's a lot to unpack, but I am unpacking it. We're looking at it. Yeah, it's icky. It's gross. Raymond. Okay, well, that's different. You're a gay man. That may be different for you. It's a power thing. Absolutely. It's a power thing. Oh, Jeff definitely has power issues. Yeah. And I think too, that's something I need to unpack. I was talking to my mom about that today. I am attracted to powerful men. I like dominating men. Honestly, the next guy I date, I would like to date a cop. I know that sounds weird, but I like the power thing. If you're a real man, if you are really respectful to women and you're not some creepy, like I'm an alpha, and you're just comfortable in your position of wherever you are, there's nothing, like, I will submit to that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when you abuse it is where I have a problem with it. And he abused it, my ex-husband. Hey, Amber's Glass. When? Last time I went to my box was like 3 or 4 days ago. So I guess I need to go. Thank you, babe. I look forward to seeing you. But I also, when it comes to men, I like being controlled. I don't want to be in control, but I also don't like it to where it's abusive. I have been abusively controlled and I didn't like that either. I just like the control aspect as far as like feeling secure. I feel safe when I'm under your control, but don't abuse it. I don't know. Nice. Well, I love that, Marlugo. I love when you have things to say. And it may have something to do with this. Yes, Copper Top, great point. Makes me sick your father got away with the abuse and neglect. Maybe it has something to do with that. Joel, I get that. You miss the actions of loving someone, not him. Big difference. Well, I was thinking of that too. Hey, Funky Mama. I was thinking about that. Armine, I opened it this morning and I was going to text you. I just have been gone all day. Yes. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love those gifts that you send me. I wasn't going to bring it up here because I just didn't because I don't have it with me. It's in the kitchen, but I wanted to say thank you. I was going to text you. That's not codependency. That is nurturing. It's rooted in most women's DNA. Damn it. I lost what I was going to say and it was so important. Thank you, Anita Card. Shit. I hope that comes back. I was really excited to say what I was about to say, and now it's gone. Teresa, giving up your individuality to be together is as defeating in the long run as giving up your relationship to maintain your individuality. Either way, you end up being less of a person with less of a relationship. Absolutely. I can see that. I don't feel like I give up my individual. By the way, thank you for your super chat. Thank you, Armine. Yeah, it's not that I'm going to date a cop. The point is, I think I'm attracted to powerful men and I'm attracted to the idea of feeling safe. I like the idea of feeling safe. What was I going to say? You're responding to missing Tommy or missing love. Oh, yes, Nancy Winslow. Oh my God, Nancy, thank you so much. I forgot there's almost 800 people in here to remind me. Thank you. That's the other thing I was thinking about when I woke up to that and I thought I was holding on to Jeff and how much I just miss cuddling. I miss snuggling. And again, he was the cuddliest man. And I loved that about him. I really did. It was probably my favorite thing. I'd go sit in his lap all the time. I'd climb, like he was so big. I would just like climb into his lap. And I just loved that feeling. Also, he really wanted me physically. He was really physically into me. And I don't even mean sexually. It was just like touchy, feely, talked about it all the time. I liked that. But then I started thinking about it. Hey, Lucia, what do I miss? Whoever that was a second ago made such a good point. I miss a false idea in my mind of what I really want in a man. They didn't offer that. They didn't offer that. What do I miss? Yeah, Barbie Hall for sure. What do I miss? The screaming, the making me wrong, the telling me how to live my life, the telling me what I need to do, the telling me what kind of mother I am. What do I miss there? The dates that you didn't take me on? The time you didn't spend with me? Bingo. You miss what you wanted him to be. And that's it. And I love you, Raymond. I need to figure out the difference because I am tricking myself. I am moping around my house these days. Yes, Raymond, I would love to. I'm moping around my house. And I'm just thinking of, yeah, the sex cult. A manly man doesn't have to be controlling. That's right. I've been moping around the house thinking like, I miss this and I miss that. And I wish they would have done this, or I wish they would have treated me that way. I wish that we would have had time to do that together before it ended. I wish that we would have done these things. I wish I would have said that. Fuck all of that. It was emotional attachment, and you are building up much better men that in your mind than they were. I'm sorry. It's a false standard. It is. I am building up in my mind, walking around my house that I pay for. My life is good. And I'm sitting here going, meh. You know what? I remember being married day after day to that man going, God, I'd give anything to get out of this. I just want to get out of here. I can't leave. I just want to be on my own. I just want to pay my own bills. I just want to have my own place and just be me and my son and have peace. I got it. Like, chill the fuck out. I hate that I'm playing these mind games on myself of like, I miss him. And I'm talking about him, could be Tommy, could be Jeff, could be anybody. But it's like, you don't miss any of them. They didn't really have that much to offer me, to be honest. It was a lot of talk, but it wasn't right. Like, and then I start breaking it down. Now I'm really starting to think about it. Like, what exactly do you miss, Reese? Cuddling? Like breadcrumbing? It wasn't enough anyway. It wasn't enough. I didn't get enough love from those people because there was no love. It was emotional attachment. It was trauma bonding. That wasn't love. I don't believe that was love. I don't. I just don't. And I also believe that, no, I don't believe that. I shouldn't say that. I was going to say, I believe that when I meet the next one, when I will know when I know. I felt that way. I never felt that way about Jeff, though, honestly. I knew right up front that wasn't going to work. I knew 2 weeks after we got married and he started calling me a CUNT in front of my kid. I was like, damn, I made a huge mistake. And I knew it. I knew I made a big mistake. The only reason I even went to that wedding was because the food was so good. It was going to be such good food that day. And I was like, worth it. You know, I love this place. Yeah, you deserve the whole loaf of bread. Yeah. I also feel like there will be somebody out there. I've said this, there's a lid for every trash can. And until I find it, hey, Road, thanks, Road. It's okay to be alone. It's scary for me to be alone. I like the security of a man. I'm sure that stems from my Scientology background, my fatherless childhood, raising myself. all that stuff, I'm sure I get that needy, like, I want to be loved. I want to be snuggled. I want to be kissed. I want to be, have the safety. But you know what? It ain't worth it if it's the wrong one. I can be here. I can be here by myself. I can be here by myself. And I can admire them from afar. I still must be somewhat attractive because when I go out, I went out today. I went into Nashville and I mean, I'm not exactly good at this. I was told by Tommy and Jeff, like, guys look at you and flirt with you all the time. You're just a dumbass and you don't notice what it, like, I don't know what flirting is, but I caught a couple of guys today that were like, and I was like, that's right. I'm not wearing a wedding ring. Take note, take note. I feel like somebody is going to put themselves out there like I do. Somebody is going to not make me meet them all the way. We can meet halfway. They're going to pull their weight as much as me. And I don't think that a lot of guys in my life have done that. I think a lot of them expected too much, or it was all about them, or absolutely. When you were dating Jay, was he a totally different personality than how he was after? I wouldn't say totally different. He showed some real aggressive signs and red flags right off the bat as far as controlling. But the jester stuff, thank you, Mary. And the abuse, the actual physical abuse started after we got married. And the calling me, the CUNT, after I watched the Aftermath show is when he really stuck his fangs in me and took a hold of, it was a whole new flip. Once I watched the Aftermath Scientology show, I never talked about Scientology to Jeff much, hardly at all, guys. I didn't share that side of my life with anybody that wasn't a Scientologist, even my husband's. Okay. Fred didn't know much either. It was just too much to get into. It's a whole other universe. It's a whole other language. I didn't want to waste time trying to explain it. It's hard to explain. So once I explained it from watching that show, oh my God, Barbara. Sure, I'll get to that in a minute. And welcome, Barbara Wade. I love that you're new here. Once I watched that show and I laid everything out on the table about my Scientology background, upbringing, my father, history, TRs, holy shit. He had a heyday with that. He took that and balled it up and used it right against me. So that was like, I really, really see that for what it is now. It's like he was looking for reasons to tell me how stupid I was. But once he found out I had no education, once he found out all those things, it was like he was ready for the showdown, and he used it against me every single day. He would say, oh, you're just being a Scientologist, aren't you? Oh, look, it's Little Miss Scientologist. Well, that's because you don't know anything because you were a Scientologist. You don't have any common sense in this world because you're uneducated because you're a Scientologist. He did it every single day. He got real good at it, and he used it against me. And I never let it really take me down, but I'll tell you, it really got me pissed off a lot. I would say, like, stop. I can't tell you how many times I would say, I need you to hear me. I would even wait till the fight was over and we were back to having sex and being normal again. And I would go, hey, babe, I need to talk to you about something. I would even wait till he was in a better point. And I would go, I need you to not use Scientology against me. It really hurts me when you tell me I'm a bad mother because I'm a Scientologist. And you know what he would say every time? He'd go, geez, I wish I could, but I have to. As your husband and soulmate, I have to tell you when you're doing it. I know you think it's wrong, but it's really right. From a therapist viewpoint, Reese, you have to know, because it's like a switch that you flip when you become a Scientologist, and you have to know when you're doing it. And I'll never stop. I need to tell you, you need to know when you're doing it. It used to make me absolutely insane. And he knew it. He knew it. So he had me. He had exactly what he needed, and he used it very, very, very harshly against me every single day. Hey, Laura Estrada. Thank you, girl. Yeah, it was terrible. It was absolutely, it was chipping away at my soul. And I think that eventually it would have broken me. But thank God for my Scientology training that he always said I was using. He would say that. He'd go, "Oh, wow, look, you're using your Scientology training on me right now." And I would go, mm-hmm. And I would go, "Jeff, you're not hurting me." Because he'd go, "You're such a cunt of a mother." And I would go, keep going. And he would go, "You're a piece of shit and you're uneducated." And I would go, "Go on." And he'd go, "See?" And he'd get more and more mad. And he'd go, "You're using it against me right now." And I would go, "Yes, yes, I am. Keep going, because this doesn't sting yet. I don't need any burn cream, dude." There's a huge difference between a take charge kind of guy and a controlling kind of guy. A controller makes you do what he wants. A take charge guy asks you what and makes it happen. Yes, I love that, Damasio. And that's so true. There is a big difference. I agree with that. Thank you for your super chat. Mar Lugo. That's not right. I'm so sorry you went through that. Hold grace for yourself, Reese. Once again, hang in there. I will, babe. Hey, Russ. Thank you for your super chat, Mar Lugo. I will. Don't worry, I will. And I saw something else. It's like Facebook listens to you. I loved this. I don't know if it's true, but I liked it. I saved it. With a real man, you never have to ask. They just do. They study you and just do. Now, I think that's true because I feel like Fred was that way. And we all know I'm emotional. We all know that I get sassy and annoying. And I remember I told you guys this. Whenever I would get that way with Fred, which was very rare, he would just look at me and go, and it would melt me. I was like, okay, I'm not mad anymore, you flirty man. Like, no, he spoke my language. You have to find somebody that speaks your language, but you also have to find somebody that's not a liar, that says what that does what they say they're going to do. And I think that's my problem. And I'll find somebody that speaks my language, but I do best when I mean, I'm not going to jump into it, guys. I'm not. But I do have to say, I really do love being in love. And I look forward to it again. I am not ever going to be bitter about being in love or relationships. Nobody's going to ruin that for me. You just can't. I love it. I love flirting. I love having sex. I love holding hands. I love gazing into your eyes and just going, "You're so cute." I love it. I can't. I love men for that reason, but they have to want it back. And I know there's got to be somebody. I'm only 40. Like, it does feel old, but like somebody's got to be attractive, especially an older guy, right? Am I wrong about this? I told my mom that today. Like, an older guy will still want a 40-year-old, right? Is that too old? That I cross over the threshold of like a nice 65-year-old again? Surely they're going to be like, "Yeah, girl, I'll do it. I'll take it. Absolutely." Right? Help me. Somebody say yes. Oh, really? All women want that? The problem is there's no men in our damn chats. Well, there's Mr. Pants. Well, you're very welcome. What an angel. We don't have enough guys in our chat to answer these questions for us. It's annoying. I need a man's perspective. I'm on your side, Marlugo. I love you, girl. You said you wish you were still married. Do you? I like being married when it's appreciated and not taken for granted or abused. Oh, well, Russ is in here. Who can we interview? Okay, there's Russ. Okay, there's Joel Sachs. Well, I think Joel Sachs thinks I'm cute. He's been in here long enough. I think I know that. Russ never comes into my chat. Russ, what are your thoughts? Russ, please tell us. Let me get the microphone. Russ, how do you feel about it? Do you think that somebody will want to date me? Surely so. I think so. I think maybe some cute country guy, like a cute country boy. Like I said, maybe some cute country cop. Actually, no, absolutely not. Never mind. Not those cops. No. Aw, my husband just said you'll do fine. He's 62. Well, thank you, Wicked Tinker's husband. My charming husband said he's 52. He would not date a woman younger than 40. Oh, that's a compliment then, right? Like he would date a 40-year-old though if he wasn't married to you, Barbara? Ladies, ask your husbands. No cops. Okay. He says, of course, I'm a country boy. You will find him. You're beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Russ. That is such a nice thing to say coming from you. I appreciate that very much. I think it'll happen. How about a paramedic? They have weird hours, don't they? Putting Russ on the spot. He doesn't mind. I'm the perfect age. Okay. I was wondering if 40 is like over. I'm 44. My husband's 57. See, that's a little young for me. Tommy was young for me. Reese, guys will be lining up. Just go to Costco in the cheese aisle. Well, I went to Costco today and I specifically went and hung out by the hearing aid center. You know what that's about. You think I'm kidding. I'm not. I actually did go over there. There was one man, unfortunately, I think he really couldn't hear, but he was also like 5'6", and that wasn't going to work for me. He was too short, but he was cute. He might have been taller in his older years. I think he just shrunk. Hey, Katie did it. They tend to shrink. That tends to happen. He wasn't quite my type, but I thought maybe like 2 days a week, should we go hang out in the hearing aid section or like the flu shot section at Costco? All right, Lucia. I like that. 56. I went on a date with a 45-year-old. My mom told me today that she dated when she was 40, like a 27-year-old guy. It scared the ever-loving shit out of me. I was like, Mom, what? And she was like, he was fun. And I thought, I bet he was fun. I bet that was a fun rodeo. Maybe I should try that sometime just for like a night, just a weekend, a long weekend, like Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, I'm going to go hang out. Most women get wise to all the BS by 40. I think so too, and can go with the flow and learn it's a give and take. Then things work. I agree with that, Russ. I think by the time you're 40, you have a lot more experience under your belt. I've got a ton of husbands under my belt. I've had the good, the bad, the convicts. I've had it all. And I think, yeah, I'm more experienced and I'm probably just going to fall for the same shit again, though, honestly. Kay Thompson, Reese, be kind to yourself. You're a great lady with a beautiful son and a shitload of pets, all that love you. A day at a time is tough to do, but you have proven to yourself you can do it. Blessings. Kate, thank you, babe. And you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. And I will. Thank you. There's a farmer's dating site, Joy of Cats. Might try it. A little scared. I love Costco. Yeah. K-Fig, hang out at Costco. Do I need to get a Costco membership? There's some good looking dudes at Costco. I'm not kidding. You could just stand back with a cart and just act lost. And I bet one of them would come to you. I've never been married. I'm only doing it once still. Wow, Russ, how old are you? You've never been married? That's crazy to me when guys are older and they've never been married. Joel, that's because you're in South Africa. He is still in love with you, clearly. Who is? Jeff? I don't think so. Tiffany-isms, I get your longing for deep understanding. My whole family is deeply autistic. I'm not. I keep waiting for someone to read me. Never happening. See, but don't give up on that. There are good guys out there that speak our language. They're just hard to come by. You have to go through like 100 of them before you find him. Russ is 6'1", 220. All right, 55. I like that. I like that. Good for you, Russ. 55. Ooh, that's young. Hey, Gracefulness 5. Don't get the flu trying to find someone. Oh my God. Artsy Crone, I love witnessing your emotional growth. I look forward to seeing you continue your journey. I feel very hopeful for you. Thank you. I also love what Natalie and I talked about yesterday. Guys, I would, no joke, I don't have shame. I would set up a table for speed dating. I would love to do speed dating. I'd love to do 10 minutes per guy and just have them line up and just sit at a table. Can you imagine how fun that would be to stream? That would be so much fun. I know now after dating Tommy, I know what to look for. I'm going to be like, let me see your hands and feet and your nose. I hope Tommy's not watching this. Yeah, Jeff loves himself, not me. Jeff, I don't think Jeff ever loved me. I don't. And I think he would probably admit to that at this point too. But again, hey, Kat, again, I think we were very deeply physically attracted to each other. That was our biggest asset. Just getting down, just going to Pound Town. That was something he and I were good at and we enjoyed. And I think that's another thing that I've relied on. I want to stream your first dates. Audrey, please come and do it. If somebody would ask me out to go on a date, I would go in a heartbeat and I would say, we have to stream this. You don't mind, do you, if 800 people come with us? Geoplanet Jane. You were Jeff's trophy. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, especially judging. He's dating a woman now, and this is not to be mean. She looks like his mother. She looks about 20 years older than him. It's an absolute, like, from one extreme to the other. It's like he went from dating somebody that looked like his daughter to dating somebody that looks like his mother. And that is not, I don't shame people for their looks. I'm just telling you, I'm being specific. She looks much older. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. If I showed up to that speed dating thing, size 12 boot, and can palm a basketball. All right, Russ, you come over to this chat much longer and the ladies are going to be all over you, brother. They're going to be asking for your address. Aw, thank you, Lifeboat. I look great. Thank you so much. I was out all day. I hope you're doing well. It would be so much fun. He needs a sugar mama. That's what my mom said today. My mom goes, she must have something. She must have, bye, Russ. She must have something to offer. Like he's not with her for no reason. They're not in love. There's something going on there. She probably has money. There's something he's trying to get out of her. But the thing is, I don't think it was love, guys. And when you realize that, for some reason, it's easier for me to let it go. It's easier for me to detach from it. It wasn't real love. It was emotional attachment. There was no connection. It was emotional attachment. At this point, we're total strangers. I don't think he's hurt by me divorcing him. I mean, go to the pages where he writes about me. He hates me. He wishes I was dead. If he could probably hire someone to kill me and get away with it, he'd do it. Jeff hates me. Hates me. Yes, Russ, thank you. You do the same. Thanks for coming in. That was really sweet. You were Jeff's conquest. He knows he can't get better than you, so he reset his priorities. That could be. I'm just telling you, when you realize it was mainly physical or it was just this or that, it wasn't true love, there's something about it that just makes me feel less sad about it. Thank you, Russ. And wait for something better. I just think wait for something better and it will fall into my lap. Literally, I hope. But wait for something better. You know what I mean? I feel like it'll happen. Now I do have to leave the house. I think it would be really fun. Can I do that, by the way? Don't forget to give that like and subscribe button a touch assist. Yeah, let's get our TRs in. Helena, you're the best. You're so right about it too. By the way, thank yourself for your super chat, Helena. Oh, I know he's very hateful toward me. Trisha from Minnesota. He's extremely hateful toward me because he got kicked out of the Jesters. No question. No question. I have to be honest, though. I wish I don't hate him. I don't hate him at all. As a matter of fact, I give him more than he deserves. I reflect on this is my problem. This is my problem right here. I imagine things better than they were. I'm doing the same thing with the other relationship I was in. What do I actually miss? Again, what do I miss? Especially with Jeff, your abusive mouth, you taking my car keys so I couldn't leave the house. Yeah, he got kicked out. By the way, the jesters. Is that lady still in here that asked me about the jesters? Now I feel bad. The jesters was his entire identity. That is a fact through and through. Nothing is more true. That is as true as the day you were born. Is that lady still in here? Laura, Reese, my 40s were my sexual revolution. I'm almost 48. Just lost my mom 2 weeks ago. Go and play, beautiful one. Oh my God. That's rough. Okay, Barbara, wait, I'll get to you. Laura, I am so sorry, guys. Everybody for Laura. That is so horrible. I spent the day with my mother and I thought how grateful I am to have her with me. You're only 48 and lost your mother. I am so sorry to hear that. That is just, my mom told me the day you lose your mom, your whole life changes. I am so sorry. I can't imagine losing my mom. And I'm very grateful she's healthy, but that doesn't mean anything either. Tomorrow isn't promised, and I'm so, so sorry. Wow, that's horrible. That's terrible news. I wish Jeff didn't hate me. Is that a weird thing to say? I wish he didn't hate me. I don't want anybody to hate me, except for those weird people on YouTube or over on Reddit that hate me that don't know me, like creepy ass stalker strangers that hate me is different. I don't care about that. But I get sad knowing that he hates me. Oh, yeah, the jester thing. Barbara. Okay, let me get back to this, and then I'm probably going to hop off because I'm all over the place. By the way, we're going to church tomorrow. I'm going to church tomorrow. I already said this, but it makes me feel like the end of Devil's Advocate when Al Pacino sticks his finger into the holy water and it starts sizzling. Like, I'm worried about myself. I'm worried that the Lord is not going to accept me tomorrow. I'm serious. I'm scared. I want to have a relationship with God, but I'm scared to go to church. It's too much. It's a lot. I'm frightened. I'm going to sit right by the door in case I have to bolt out of there if someone makes eye contact with me. I love that for you, Lionheart. Real quick, in a nutshell, the jesters. I don't know. It's some church that I met a lady that lives here, and she has a son Huxley's age, and she has a cute husband. I met him too. And I'm going to church tomorrow because my son came to me 3 days ago and said, "Hey, Mom, can you take me to church? I want to go to church." I'm not going to deny that. I have always said, I'm going to get back to the jester thing, Barbara. Thank you for waiting. And your last name is Wait. That's not a coincidence. I always said this, even as a Scientologist. I want Huxley to choose whatever religious path he chooses, but I want it to be his choice. It has to be his choice. It has to be him reaching. I will not ever push religion on a child or anybody. I don't think that should be the case. So he is reaching, and he's always had a relationship with God. Huxley has always prayed. I don't know where that comes from, and I don't need to know, because I like his relationship with God and I never want to question it, and I don't want to change it. So if he wants to go to church, I absolutely will take him to church. Now, I'm scared to go. I don't feel like I belong there, but I will do it for him. And I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to try to imagine forming a relationship with God and being at peace. And I think that's the best I can do, and sit by the door so I can bolt the hell out of there. By the way, guys, we have our Zoom call tomorrow for the upper tiers. Church is from 10 to 11. I'm going to rush home. And then I will hop on the Zoom call. So I won't be late. Don't worry, in case anyone was wondering. But I am scared. I'm very intimidated by God. And I don't need to be, because to me, Fred works through God. Like, I believe I have a connection to God because of Fred. I don't need to be afraid, but I am afraid. I feel like it's too steep of a step, and I'm very intimidated. Huxley knows this, but he also knows it's not his problem. And he knows that I want to take him. I don't want him to feel guilty about it. Like, I want to take my son to church. Now, If he ends up loving this church and like starts going to a youth group or like starts going to Bible school or whatever it is, I'm hoping I can just drop him off. I'm saying like maybe after a couple months of going, I'm not just going to leave him or not drop him off, but sit in the parking lot. I'm just not comfortable yet going to church. Why do you see me with a younger guy? Younger than me? No. I have a fupa. That's not going to happen. He'd take one look at my cooter and be like, yeah, I'll take somebody my age. Thanks. Although I did have a C-section and I do my Kegels. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I'm just being honest with you guys. I hope that didn't offend anybody. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. It's no disrespect toward God or church or anybody that goes to church. It's a steep step for me. And it makes me, I'm afraid. It makes me very nervous. I know I'm not going to fit in. I know when they start doing, reading scripture or talking about, what do they do? Sermons. I know that they're not going to be speaking to me. I will have no idea what they're talking about. It's like a foreign language, just like Scientology, and it's not a language that I speak. So I'm really kind of nervous about that, and that's all. But I hope no one took offense to that. Barbara waits. I hope you're still here. You've been waiting a long time. The Jesters, in a nutshell, are a group. It's a group. You have to be a Mason and you have to be a Shriner in order to be a Jester. A Jester is a secret, very top secret. Teresa, I like that. Reese, there are tons of men of all ages that will love your body. You do not need an old man to be desired. Well, that's kind of something I'm stuck on, and we should talk about that in the next stream. I do feel like I only will be attractive to an older man. And the fact that you just said that, I never thought of until just now. Why do I feel like a guy my age won't be attracted to me? Hey, Leo. It's called Church of Christ. I don't know. Aren't they all the same? I mean, for the most part. Don't they all read the same things? They read the Bible. I don't know. Okay, back to poor Barbara. The Jesters are a super, super secret. I would call it, they call it actually a luxury men's organization. And what it ended up being is you have to make a certain amount of money, and it's a very high up dick swinging organization. It's mainly all white men that are much older. And yeah, it's a secret society. It's a secret group. They travel around all over the world. They're worldwide, and they go to parties. There's a party every week, and the party is about 4 to 5 days long. They leave their wives. They go to the party. The parties are in hotels where they shut down and lock up the doors, and they have off-duty cops behind the doors. You have to wear a special bracelet to get in. And they fly prostitutes and they fly bartenders to every party. So it's just a big, super sex cult where they sleep with the girls. Most of the girls have hotel rooms where they book them in advance. It's like an Eyes Wide Shut situation. They book the girls in advance, and some of them pay by the hour. And like my ex-husband paid for the whole weekend. It depends on how much money you want to spend. My ex-husband told me at one point he was spending $10,000 a month on hookers. So the sky's the limit on how you want to do it. But some pay by the hour, and then some of them come into the rooms and they push beds together and they have one big party. They have like oral contests. They do all kinds of really sick stuff. They have like weird worshiping things. Love You, Joe Virus, where the girls lay on a table and they cover themselves in fruit and whipped cream, and the guys like pay to lick it off. It's all just one big super, super sex cult type thing. Now, none of this, as far as I know, is against their will. These girls make a ton of money. I've met a few of them, and my ex-husband said these girls are very well taken care of. They do it because they want to. They're carefully picked. And they, like one of them, the one I met, she's been a prostitute for the Jesters for 40 years. And she said, I read it to you guys in that live. She said in her interview with me, like, I love doing this. I've had an amazing life because of this, because these men are so wealthy and I've traveled all over the world with these guys and they've spent so much money on me. And so it's like, just glittering gold for her. It's super classless. These men are 99% married, and most of them lie to their wives. I was lied to in the beginning and told this is an honor organization and it's about fellowship. It's stag, which means no women whatsoever. Wives are not allowed to go. Of course it is. It's because, and they're not allowed to have their cell phones. They have to leave their cell phones in their room, their hotel room, when they go to the parties. I figured it out right away. And I told my ex that. I said, this is not just fellowship. And I will find out because I'm Italian and I'm a Scientologist and I find out everything. I am, above all, a sleuth. This is why I'll probably never be in another relationship. I keep track of everything. I will find out. And I remember he looked at me and he said, there's nothing to find out. You won't find out anything because there's nothing to find out. It's just a bunch of guys getting together, playing golf, playing poker, drinking, smoking cigars. And I was like, no, it ain't, brother. It is not. And I will find out. So he went to a party in Texas once. He left his computer unlocked. And I spent 4 days blinkless and sleepless. I lost so much weight, by the way, in those 4 days. I ate nothing. I didn't eat anything. I couldn't. And I took pictures of every single thing I found. And I found hooker after hooker after hooker. He slept with like 50 hookers and all these messages from the prostitutes. And they were all saying like, hey, you better hurry up and book me for the next party because I'm starting to fill up. Or I found all their all of the plane tickets he paid for them to travel with. I found all the hotel rooms. I found pictures of him sleeping with the hookers. I found everything you can imagine finding and more. I dug and I dug and I dug and I found it. And I said I would find it and I found it. And it was really ugly stuff. I was super naive coming from Scientology. I did not think things like that even existed. And then I saw Eyes Wide Shut, and it was very similar. Like in their parties, they have to wear tuxedos. Yeah, it's very Eyes Wide Shut. The hookers are STD free, as far as I was told, because jesters are mainly lawyers, judges, and cops, but there are a few doctors. And I was told by my ex-husband that the girls, every time they come to a party, have to show their papers, and they're checked by jester doctors. And they rotate the girls and they come in with their papers to every party and they show that they're disease free so that these guys can sleep with them without condoms. This is what I was told. I wasn't there. This is let's do a Tommy thing. Allegedly. I don't know. I was told this, but they sleep without protection, and men love that. And then they can go home to their wives and say it was a fun weekend playing poker. Yeah. Real winners, bunch of winners, these guys. And I know tons of them in Kansas City. For instance, one of them in Kansas City is a very high-powered judge. One of them is an attorney. There's another one that's a Kansas City homicide detective. There's other ones that are presidents of banks. They're very wealthy and they're very, very high in power. And I've been to many, many gatherings where these men were, and they have no respect for women. And I've been to many funerals where they came up and grabbed my ass. They grab my hair. They tug at you. They're touchy. They're feely. And I truly believe they allow that. It's a thing. It's a brotherhood thing, because I would get my ass grabbed. I would get groped with Jeff in the same room, my husband at the time. And I would say to him, that guy just grabbed me. And he would go, oh, I didn't see it. So I'm sure he meant well. It was disgusting because I believe the women are passed around, including the wives. Like, I just think there's no respect. Women are absolute objects. And that's that. That's what the jesters are. They're disgusting. And there's a ton of them. I think Tommy researched it and said there are 150,000 of them, way more than Scientologists. Thank you, Marlugo. I am doing it for Huxley, babe. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would do anything for Huxley, including taking to church. So that's what they're called the Royal Order of Jesters. This is my ex-husband's jester business card, and it had a naked lady on it. that looks like a jester, and she's naked. I agree with that, Kay Thompson. I always wondered about that too. They worship this creepy little dude. He's always naked. It's called a billiken. This is a big party they have every December, the branding party. It's always in Las Vegas. This shit is so triggering. He's always naked. Like, here's a disgusting one of him naked, pulling his ass open like that. It's very, very Diddy-like. Yeah, very Diddy-like. But it's this creepy little dude, and they worship the hell out of him. Andrew, we go all over the place in these lives. Yeah, Russ, you do. Like, I don't understand. What's with the creepy dude? ROJ, Royal Order of Jesters. Why is Pinocchio in that? It's just really weird stuff, guys. I haven't been to a party, so I don't know. I will tell you, a lot of their stuff includes animals. Do they get branded? I don't know. The branding party always scared the hell out of me, and I never let Jeff go. There was a couple of parties that I was like, no, you're not going to that ever. Because the reason I was really against the branding party was when I went through his emails and I found all that stuff, most of it was the branding party. Like, that is a huge one where like tons of hookers go. The national book also, but the branding party was full of prostitution. And they would reach out to Jeff and go, I'm trying to get booked up for the branding party. Like, what dates do you want me? It was so fucked up. And I was like, dude, if you go to that, I swear to God, I'll show up there and I'm going to burn the whole place to the ground. Like, you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want this. Again, Italian. You don't want that. You don't want that on your conscience. Because I was willing to do time for it. And I'm not kidding. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why these creepy little naked men are everywhere. I don't know. I know that we worship them. I'm looking at some of these guys' business cards. I think they're also like very, very racist. It's just this super secret, gross ass group where they totally disrespect women and use them and cheat on their wives. And that's what my husband was into. So that's one of the reasons I don't really think I want to get married again, because I really don't want to get involved in anything and find that out. You don't need to go to church to talk to the Creator. That being said, Church of Christ is pretty solid in my area. Get a Good News or Living Translation Bible. Are you supposed to bring your own Bible to church? Oh, that's another question, guys. Thank you for your super chat, Brownie Buttons. Can I bring coffee? Is that weird? I asked my parents tonight and they were like, I don't know. Can I, because it's in the morning, can I bring my to-go coffee? No? Is that weird? I want to be right by the door. Hey, wine a little bit more. Hey, no one. Is that weird? Can I just bring just sip? I mean, I'm not going to put ear pods in. It's not like I'm going to sit there and listen to music. Okay, some say no, some say yes. Okay, getting a lot of no's. Really? Oh, come on. Why? Okay, Tony Suter drinks coffee at church all the time. It was fine at the ones I grew up in. I mean, I'm not trying to pack a sandwich here, guys. I'm not bringing Chipotle. Okay. I love genuine people because they are so rare. You, my friend, seem as genuine as they come. One day at a time, one foot in front of the other, Reese. We are all here to support you on your journey. Andrew, I really appreciate that. And I love new people. I love that you're here. I hope you stay with me. That is such a nice compliment. That's like the nicest thing you could say to me. So really, truly, thank you, Andrew. That is so kind. Depends on the church. I mean, is this a God thing? Like, is it something that God wouldn't want? I'm not being a jerk. Like, why? Are they afraid I'm going to spill it? Am I supposed to talk to people? I don't want to talk to anybody. I love you, Brownie Buttons. Thank you for becoming a member. I have no idea what to expect at church tomorrow. I'm terrified. I don't want to be there because I know I don't fit in. I know I'm not going to fit in. Okay, well, again, I'm not trying to bring in a burrito bowl. No coffee at church. I mean, actually, maybe I shouldn't. That would be the one day I would like kick it over and spill it in the middle of a room with everybody talking. I was told this church has about 250 people. That feels like a lot to me. And again, I'm going to sit by the door. Maybe I'll meet like a respectable older man. I'll be greeted. They'll be friendly. Are they going to ask too much? Like, are they going to ask me things? Like, remember my doctor last week was like, so tell me why you got divorced. Are they going to ask me like crazy stuff? Hey, Sarah from Cali. Okay, well, one thing's for sure, guys. I'm going to get really dressed up so that I don't look sloppy. Like I shaved. So that's important. I shaved the hamster. Everything's good. I'm clean below the fupa. So I'm thinking like a dress, but nothing too short, right? Like we don't want to show off the goods yet, right? Like let's meet a guy first. I realize that's not what this is about, but I saw my regular diabetes doctor last week and she was like Russian and she was so hardcore Chica Cherry Cola. It was crazy. It was crazy. She was like, you like it here? And I said, yeah. And she was like, she said, watch your weight. She was like, because everybody in Tennessee is fat. And I was like, holy shit. She did not mess around. And then she asked me why I moved here. And I said, I got divorced and my family's here. She's like, why you get divorced? And I told her, and I said, just your regular reasons for getting divorced. Like he was in a secret sex cult, sleeping with hookers. I mean, that's why everybody gets divorced, right? And she goes, he sounds like fat pig. And I was like, how the hell do you know what he looks like? Yeah, I'm not kidding. She was hardcore. I have never met a doctor that made me want to lose weight. I think Moose, you okay? She really motivated me. Like I'm afraid of this woman now and how much she really fat shames. So I feel like I need to lose at least 20 pounds before my appointment in December. It was frightening, but also kind of a good gig. It was smart of her. It really got my ass in gear. When I went to Costco today, I was looking at like, candy and such. I thought of my doctor. What did I almost put in my cart? I'm a sucker for like gummies, gummy bears. What was on sale? Like fruit roll-ups or something. I almost put them in my cart. And I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. My doctor's going to fat shame me when I go in December. Don't do it. Hey, Moosey. Look how big he is. He's getting really big, you guys. Come here, little boy. Oh, he's so heavy. Guys, look at how beautiful he is. Moosey. He's getting calmer because I hold him all the time. He never used to let me pick him up and he would claw the shit out of me. And Huxley and I pick him up now all the time. Thank you, Joel Sachs. Moosey. He's our smart boy. Moose is really, really smart. I love fruit snacks. Moosey. He is huge. Look how big he's gotten. He's a good boy. He's a beautiful boy. You're a good boy, Moosey. He's really cool. I'm glad that I gave him more time to chill out. You're in the hospital on your birthday? Oh, Susie CJ, I hope you're okay. That makes me nervous. Email me if you need to, babe. I love you. Happy birthday to Susie CJ and healing, healing, healing vibes to you, girl. Thank you for your super chat, but I'm worried about you now. Yeah, guys, Moose has kind of chilled out and he's really good friends with Seamus. We've been on for 2 hours. We got to go. Oh yeah, I was going to ask about this too. When they pass this money thing around, can I take money out of it? Like, is it also for like whoever needs it? What if I did that tomorrow at church? Aw, Katie, that's so sweet. Like, can I pocket $10? Joke, guys. It's a joke. Don't worry. But here come the grifter. Here come the grifter chants at me. No. Do I have to bring money, though? I don't carry cash. Huxley, do you have any cash? All right, well, you got to bring some for church, brother. I don't know how much the Lord expects, but I don't have cash. You'll have to spot me and I'll pay you back. I think for that thing they pass around. Can I make change out of this? Oh my God, Shelly. Yeah, I was kidding. But how funny would it be to like take $10 out? Take $10 out and be like, thank you for this. I like this church. We're going to come back here. It's for the helicopter. Well, I am a grifter, guys. We know this. It's not mandatory. But I don't want to look cheap either. Wouldn't it be funny to like take $10 out of the plate and be like, don't worry, guys. I know a thing or two. I realize I left Scientology, but I do know a thing or two. I won't do it. I don't know how much the Lord expects me to bring. How much does the Lord, with inflation and such, what does the Lord expect you to bring? Huxley, you got $10? Oh, yeah. All right. I don't think the Lord expects 20 on our first visit, though. You got to build up to that. Yeah. No offering is expected from visitors, but I can't bring coffee. All right. Is there any lingo I need to know? I definitely am. I'm going to walk in and I'm going to go, praise be to he. Isn't that like a good thing to say? I feel like that's catchy. I feel like that's catchy. And by the way, before anybody gets mad, I'm not making fun of anybody's religions. I just don't know what to say. I'm only used to the Church of Scientology where we say hip, hip, hooray and, go Ron. But I'm not used to the other side of it. So I feel like, what do I say? Oh, blessed be the fruit. Okay. But if somebody tries to talk to me, do I just go, praise be to he? Praise be to he. Is that good? Just listen. Okay. Can you put anything else in the money basket? Don't swear or talk during this. I'm not going to say a word. I'm actually not going to speak at all. I'm not going to say a word, to be honest, because it's so out of place for me. I'm not going to talk to people. Peace be with you. I think that's nice. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Armine, I imagine you putting $20 in and taking out 15 because you wanted to give fun. Making change in the basket at church. Oh my God. They would not want me to come back. Don't talk about my cooter. Don't worry, Shelly. I'm not going to say a word. Don't get the giggle monsters. I won't. Think how many people are unsubscribing right now. They're so mad at me. I feel bad about it. I meant no harm, guys. Scientology is the best at grifting. You learn from the best. Absolutely. Put fruit baskets in the basket and tell them it's very valuable to you. That's not a bad idea, Andrew. Do you have to put money? Like, can I just be like, oh, that's bad. You might be surprised. Some churches dress more casual. Oh, it doesn't matter. I always overdress. Many churches don't want your money from first timers and dime, just have donation boxes. Oh, Okay. Can you put change instead of cash? That would be crazy too. How much do I have to donate to get you to make change? That would be, I bet you it's happened before. Oh my God. If you aren't comfortable, I shouldn't say, oh my God. If you aren't comfortable, find a new church. There are different styles. Some are super casual and some are stuffy. Find where you feel right. Absolutely. We'll try different ones out. Susie CJ, I'm worried about you. Thank you for your super chat. Okay. You can just pass the basket. I don't want to be chintzy. I can't be feeling cheap. No. Got to have something. Huxley, make sure you bring cash. Okay. I had no idea you had to bring cash to church. That's weird. All right. I guess we'll have to start going to get cash out. That makes sense, but they don't take cards. Like they don't have like one of those square things where you just insert your, okay. All right. Well, this was fun. This was definitely fun. And I'm going to stand out like a sore thumb tomorrow. But I'll let you guys know how it goes. We'll do a stream tomorrow afternoon. I'm busy tomorrow. So I gotta get up, get to church. That's a sentence you've never heard me say before, by the way. Oh, they take checks? Well, unfortunately, I don't have any of those. I got to get up and get to church. Again, second time I've said that in my whole life. And then I'm going to do my Zoom call with my members, and then we will stream. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day, but I'm going to be looking cute just in case there's a man there that says, hey, girl, hey, I'm 70. You want to go out for lunch? And I'll be like, get this kid out of here. Yeah, let's go to lunch. Just kidding. Oh, I can do an online donation. Okay. Be your reserved self. Don't worry. I feel like I just heard a cat, but there wasn't a cat. I will be reserved, guys, and I will be super respectful. I'm being silly here. I'm making jokes here. I hope everybody, I have to do this for my mom sometimes. My mom's like, Reese. I'm like, Mom, that's what's called sarcasm. It's a joke. Calm down. Same thing, guys. I will not be disrespectful in church. I will be very respectful. I know how to have manners. Believe it or not, I have been out in the world now. I know how it goes. I know how it works. Please make sure you're subscribed. And I will give you a rundown tomorrow of how it went. Thank you to all the new people who came in here. Andrew, I'm looking at you. Barbara Waite, I'm talking to you. That was really fun. I love it when new people come in. There's Barbara now. Sarcasm is my love language. Good. Then she's not unsubscribing. Look at that. We may have lost Andrew, but the rest of you, you all have to be here. I'm Christian and still here. I think you're fine. Okay, Rod. Thank you. I'm serious, guys. Thank you for being here. This was fun. Make sure you're subscribed. Baby steps. Most do donations online. Do they take super chats? Perfect. Thank you, baby steps. Thank you, babe. Gestures sound like a Diddy party. Oh yeah. They're definitely a low rent Diddy party. Thank you, Chica Cherry Cola. Andrew's a member. Thank you, Andrew. Then you're not unsubscribing, and I love to see that. Guys, we got 2 new people today. That's exciting. Wonder what the haters are going to say about that. Wild. What a time to be alive. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me tonight. Make sure you're subscribed. I already said that. Thank you for your super chats always and your memberships. And I love that, guys. Andrew is going to stay. Plus, it's fun to have a guy. I assume you're a guy. I shouldn't assume that. Larry Brightboy, where has she been lately, by the way? Larry Brightboy is a girl. So, Andrew, if you're a guy, that's exciting. If you're a woman, even better, because we love that too. Oh my God. Teresa, you're going to get me in trouble. I shouldn't have even highlighted that. You met your husband at church. I love that, Susie CJ. Andrew's a lawyer. We got a lot of lawyers in this chat. Love you, Goosebump. Bye, Trips Captain. Yeah, you're one of the few men, Snake. We have a handful of guys, and I love them all, but we just don't have that many. Lori, yes. Oh, he's a lawyer. Is he also a guy? All right, I'm going to go. I got to stop. Okay, I love you guys, and Andrew, thank you for your service. Are you a veteran or? Yeah, I love that. Thank you for your service. We love our vets. Same, Audrey, same. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Thank you again for being here with me tonight. This was a lot of fun. I will chat with everybody tomorrow, and love you guys. Happy birthday again to Susie CJ. And I hope you get better, babe. All right, here comes Fred.